Requesting PTO and off days is completed within the My Calendar widget. The process for submitting these requests is very similar, but first, let's walk through submitting a PTO request. Prior to submitting any requests, it is important that you check your available PTO balance. When making a request, you must have sufficient hours in your PTO bank. As a reminder, you can check your available balance by clicking on the arrows at the bottom of the screen and clicking on the Accruals tab. Once you have confirmed that you have sufficient PTO hours available, you are ready to submit your request. Above your calendar, click the Request Time Off button. This opens the Request Time Off dialog box. As you can see, you are also able to review your accruals here. For the type of time off, you will always select Global Time Off. Then you will select the start date and the end date. If you are only requesting a single day, these dates are the same. In this example, we will select February 16th and 17th. From the Pay Code drop-down menu, select PTO scheduled for a PTO request. In the duration field, you have two options, hours or full day. Select hours when requesting PTO for your full workday hours on days that do not already have a shift assigned, or if you are requesting PTO for only part of the day. You can identify whether a shift has been assigned by consulting the My Calendar widget. After selecting hours, you would enter the time of day the PTO would start each day and the amount of PTO hours being requested each day. So, for this example, we are requesting 8 hours of PTO on February 16th and 8 hours of PTO on the 17th, starting at 6:45 a.m. each day. This means that we have already consulted the My Calendar widget and identified that shifts have not already been scheduled on these days. Select Full Day to request PTO for your full workday hours on days that do already have a shift assigned. If applicable, your manager will adjust the PTO requested hours to remove the extra 30 minutes for meal breaks. You also have the option to include a note to your manager or scheduler if necessary. Once finished, click Submit to finish the request. Back on your calendar, when you locate the day, you will see the request. The arrow indicates that the request is pending. When your manager has approved this request, it will be indicated by a check mark. When your manager approves or refuses the request, you will receive an email in both your Carillion email and Kmail. Make sure to check both accounts, as sometimes emails do not get forwarded. Requesting our days is a very similar process. Click the Request Time Off button from the My Calendar view, and then choose Global Time Off. Choose the dates, and choose Request Off. For the duration of our days, if a shift is not already scheduled for the day that you are requesting off, you will need to select Hours and enter 0. You will also select Hours if you are only requesting part of the day off. If a shift is already scheduled, you will select Full Day. Remember to consult the My Calendar widget to identify if a shift has been scheduled. When ready, click Submit, and then this also will appear as pending on the My Calendar view. If you decide you do not need or want to take time off, you can retract a time off or PTO request while it is pending. To do so, hover over the request, click the arrow icon, and then click Retract. In the Retract Time Off Request dialog box, enter a note to your manager if required or applicable, and then click Submit. You cannot delete approved requests. If you decide you do not need or want time off, email or K-mail your manager or scheduler and have them remove the request. Managers can approve, refuse, pend, or retract a PTO or R-day request. When a request is approved, refused, or pended by your manager, you will receive notification via email or K-mail. Make sure to check both your Carillion email and K-mail when waiting to hear back about a request, as your manager may have responded but the email never got forwarded to your Carillion email. As always, please remember that not all requests will be approved. Even if your PTO request is approved, you still must have sufficient hours in your PTO bank at the time that you want to use it.